The chief of the United Nations Nuclear Agency expressed contentment with Japan's proposed strategy to discharge the wastewater from the Fukushima nuclear disaster. On Wednesday, the leader of the United Nations Atomic Agency conducted a visit to the Fukushima nuclear power plant in Japan, which had been devastated by a tsunami. Following his tour, he expressed his approval of the ongoing but contentious proposal to discharge treated radioactive wastewater into the Pacific Ocean. According to Rafael Mariano Grossi, the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, the treated water is slated to be transported via a pipeline to a coastal facility. At this facility, the water will undergo a significant dilution process by being mixed with seawater, and subsequently a final sampling test will be conducted. Following this, the water will be discharged into the ocean through an undersea tunnel located 1 kilometer, equivalent to 1,000 yards offshore. After conducting a thorough examination of the plant's equipment intended for the upcoming discharge, Grossi expressed his contentment with the observations made. Japan aspires to initiate this discharge during the summer season. Grossi confidently stated that no unresolved matters were apparent during his inspection. There continues to be resistance against the discharge of wastewater, both domestically and internationally in Japan. On Wednesday morning, Grossi convened a meeting with the mayors of the surrounding towns and leaders of the local fishing associations. During this gathering, he emphasized the IAEA's unwavering presence and involvement in the ongoing water discharge process, which is projected to span several decades. The primary objective of the IAEA's involvement is to guarantee the safety of the operation and to address any apprehensions expressed by the residents. Additionally, Grossi announced the official opening of a permanent IAEA office at the plant, symbolizing the organization's enduring dedication to this endeavor. During the meeting held in Iwaki, approximately 40 kilometers 25 miles south of the plant, Grossi emphasized that the water discharge plan is not an arbitrary scheme created solely for this situation and imposed upon the public. He assured the attendees that the method being employed is internationally recognized and endorsed by the IAEA and is implemented in various locations worldwide. In its recent publication assessing the Fukushima plan, the IAEA determined that the treated wastewater, while still possessing a minor level of radioactivity, will surpass international safety standards. Furthermore, the report affirms that the potential consequences on the environment and public health would be minuscule. The proposed plan has been met with resistance from local fishing organizations. Their concerns stem from the potential harm to their reputation, regardless of whether or not their catches are contaminated. Additionally, opposition to the plan exists among groups in South Korea, China, and certain Pacific Island nations. This opposition is driven by both safety concerns and political motivations. On June 30th, the Fisheries Association in Fukushima made a firm decision by adopting a resolution that reiterates their refusal to accept the proposed plan. During the meeting on Wednesday, Tetsu Nozaki, the head of the Fishery Association, emphasized to government officials the importance of acknowledging their opposition to the treated water plan. Grossi has plans to travel to South Korea, New Zealand and the Cook Islands in order to alleviate any concerns that may exist in those regions. His main objective is to clarify the actions being taken by the IAEA, not Japan, to guarantee that there are no issues. To tackle the issues surrounding fish and the marine ecosystem, Grossi and Tomoaki Kobayakawa, the president of Tokyo Electric Power Company Holdings, came together and signed a collaborative agreement. The goal of this joint project is to investigate the potential effects of tritium on fish and the environment. Tritium is the only radionuclide that authorities claim cannot be eliminated from wastewater through treatment methods. During a briefing on Wednesday, officials in South Korea expressed their belief that the potential release of water from Fukushima would not pose a significant risk in terms of contamination levels. As a precautionary measure, South Korea intends to implement rigorous screening procedures for imported seafood from Japan. At this time, there are no immediate plans to revoke the existing ban on seafood imports from the Fukushima region. Seoul's Office for Government Policy Coordination, headed by Park Koo-yeon, the first Vice Minister, intends to provide its response to the IAEA report once it releases the outcomes of its own inquiry into the possible ramifications of the water discharge. Park Koo-yeon mentioned that these results will be disclosed in the near future. In a statement issued on Tuesday evening, China reiterated its strong objections to the publication, emphasizing its dissatisfaction with the IAEA report for not adequately representing diverse perspectives. Furthermore, China accused Japan of regarding the Pacific Ocean as a dumping ground, thereby exacerbating the situation. The Chinese Foreign Ministry reiterated its call for Japan to halt its proposal to release contaminated water into the ocean. Instead, China urges Japan to dispose of the nuclear-contaminated water in a manner that is based on scientific principles, prioritizes safety, and ensures transparency. The Chinese Foreign Ministry warns that if Japan proceeds with its plan, it will be held responsible for all the resulting consequences. On Wednesday, Grossi acknowledged his knowledge of the stance taken by China and emphasized the importance of addressing any concerns raised. He expressed the significance of China's role as a crucial partner to the IAEA and affirmed the ongoing communication and collaboration between the two entities. On March 11, 2011, a devastating earthquake and tsunami wreaked havoc on the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, resulting in the complete failure of the cooling systems. As a result, 3 reactors experienced a meltdown, leading to the contamination of the cooling water, which has been leaking incessantly. To address this issue, the contaminated water is gathered, treated, and stored in approximately 1,000 tanks. However, it has been projected that these tanks will reach their maximum capacity by early 2024. To ensure the prevention of any unintentional releases and to create space for the decommissioning of the plant, both the government and TEPCO, the operator of the facility, assert the necessity of removing the water. After concluding their comprehensive safety inspection, Japanese regulators wrapped up their final assessment last week. As a result, it is anticipated that TEPCO will be granted the necessary permit to proceed with the release of the water within a matter of days. Following the meeting with Grossi, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida expressed his commitment to maintaining a transparent approach domestically and internationally. He emphasized Japan's determination to offer comprehensive explanations supported by scientific evidence. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.